We are less than a month away from Skeleton Crew.
Welcome to Unleashed. And don't forget to join us on Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Here are the guys.
Hey everyone, welcome to Unleashed. I'm James. If you're new here, hit subscribe. This is the Rebel Scum Podcast. We talk long form Star Wars on the channel. If you want shorter stuff and more fun like theory videos type stuff, check out Digital Charcuterie. Today I want to talk about Skeleton Crew. This is a show. This is a streaming show that I'm actually quite excited for. Oh, cue the show music. Fair enough. But I like Star Wars. For the most part, I've enjoyed everything we've got. And have I loved everything? No, we're not going to get into that. This is not about that. Let's check that at the door, right? Keep that at the door. This is about Skeleton Crew. This is something that I thought was a very cool concept. They brought Phil Tippett back. The first pictures we've gotten have all looked fantastic. Jude Law, big Star Wars fan, is in this. It looks very exciting and fun and fresh, but old at the same time. People are complaining that it might look a little bit too childish. Some people are saying, well, Star Wars is dead. And that is the problem. That is where the problem lies with Star Wars at this time, because as of this recording, we have had a trailer, obviously, D23 trailer. We've had an Entertainment Weekly article come out, and we now recently just had, I think, on this weekend, an Empire magazine little snippet article about the directors coming out. We'll talk about that more in the coming days on the channel. Rebel Scum Podcast, episode 341. We'll definitely deal with that, and maybe on tonight's Flying Casual might deal with that a little bit as well. But the thing is, there's been like no excitement. They released 2 pictures on Empire. They're both kind of cool. But they're nowhere. I don't see them anywhere. There's no sign of life for this show. And why are people not excited for the show? Star Wars, when Star Wars drops, when there's a new Star Wars on its way, people should be excited, right? We should always be like, Star Wars is here. Yeah, be excited and feel like, yeah, that's it. And we're not getting that with the franchise anymore. You can blame the quality of it all you want. I think for the most part, the quality has been fairly deep. Like on average, I would say there's been higher quality than lower quality. Not all the writing's been up to snuff and whatnot. But I think the bigger issue at play here is that we've been inundated with Star Wars for the last decade. We've had it nonstop. We had Rebels kicked us off. Fantastic show. Wish we could go back to that time. Rebels was fantastic. Then we had Force Awakens. And then we had Rogue One, then we had The Last Jedi, and then we had Solo, and then we had Rise of Skywalker, and then we didn't have Kenobi, but we had Mandalorian, and then we had Mandalorian Season 2, and the ball kept going, and all of a sudden they keep throwing everything in our face. And a few things happened in that time. One, because we were inundated with it, Star Wars just ceased to be special anymore. It just wasn't an event. It just wasn't special for us anymore. And 2, the quality, when the quality starts to drop, people were already feeling the quality drop with the sequels. And then some of them might have come back, some of them might have been gone for the series, but then you start to feel that same quality start dropping with the series, and all of a sudden, there's a lack of care in the brand. So the question is, are people just not looking forward to Skeleton Crew because they think it looks terrible, or are people just not looking forward to Skeleton Crew because they're just tired of Star Wars and the direction of Star Wars? And there's something bigger at play here, because for me, the trailer that they released, if you have an issue with the suburban lifestyle of Star Wars, I can't argue your personal preference. I think that's kind of cool. I want to see how that plays out. I might not like it in the long run. I might not. Who knows? But for me, everything I got in there, I'm like, this looks like fun. This looks like a fun Star Wars adventure. But apparently, I'm like on an island, and I know I'm on an island, and I'm okay on this island. I have a group of friends on the island. We have quite a few of you are Patreon subscribers, and I really appreciate all that. And we have a lot of fun talking Star Wars. We love Star Wars. That's what we talk about. It's not all roses, like I said, but we don't dwell on that stuff. But there's something bigger. There's a bigger problem here when we're talking about Star Wars, and the excitement level just drops, not just for the hardcore fans, but for casual fans. Like, you're going to watch Skeleton Crew? Disney wants you to subscribe. They're not releasing any trailers. A rumor is we're going to get one soon, a new trailer for Skeleton Crew coming very, very soon. But there's nothing for this. I saw something on Reddit where somebody saw Brutus is one of the space pirates. They saw his toy in the store or somewhere like that. It's like, what? But where's the excitement? Where's the thrill of it? And that's all blending in to this problem that Star Wars is having with fans, and that's this thing called apathy. Over the years, Star Wars fans have grown increasingly apathetic towards the franchise, and it's hard not to see why. What was once a universally beloved saga celebrated for its innovation and storytelling now feels diluted to many longtime fans. A big part of this sentiment stems from the aftermath of the sequel trilogy, which polarized the fan base. Projects like The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi sparked debates that left many fans disillusioned with the direction of the franchise. Whether it was a dissatisfaction with the character arcs or perceived plot inconsistencies, these entries eroded the sense of excitement that once surrounded every new Star Wars release. This apathy is particularly visible in the lack of enthusiasm surrounding Skeleton Crew. The show, set to be released in December, follows a group of kids lost in space under the guidance of a mysterious Jedi played by Jude Law. Jad Nana Wood. Despite this seemingly adventurous premise, it hasn't garnered the same excitement as previous Star Wars projects like The Mandalorian or Ahsoka. Many fans have expressed indifference, seeing it as another attempt to capture the magic of a broader audience without deeply engaging the core fan base. Comparisons to Goonies and Stranger Things have both intrigued and alienated fans, with some feeling the series is skewed too much towards younger viewers. The deeper issue lies in the overall fatigue with the sheer volume of Star Wars content being produced. With a mix of movies, animated series, and live-action shows, the saturation of the franchise has left many fans numb to new releases. The lack of a cohesive narrative across these projects and constant shifts in tone have caused some to check out altogether. At a certain point, even fans who love Star Wars for its sprawling universe can feel like they're treading familiar ground. Yet, Skeleton Crew could be a beacon of hope. It brings together talents like Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Bryce Dallas Howard. They have shown that they can steer the franchise in exciting new directions. If the show can deliver a heartfelt, adventure-filled story that ties into the larger Star Wars universe while remaining true to the spirit of the original saga, it might just reignite the flame for disillusioned fans. It remains to be seen whether Skeleton Crew can overcome the weight of fan apathy, but the potential is there to turn things around. In a world where fans have become increasingly critical, Star Wars needs a fresh hit that recaptures the essence of what made the galaxy far, far away so beloved in the first place. Whether Skeleton Crew will be that series remains to be seen, but it certainly has a lot riding on it. And it truly has the potential to be a Star Wars sleeper hit. And that's where this lies. Our Patreon, Barry Brophy, sent me an interview with Star Wars Theory interviewing the writer of the Kenobi trilogy of films, and I watched some of that, and he said that Lawrence Kasdan, kind of a big deal in Star Wars, told him that the key to Star Wars is delight, that Star Wars delights. And I think we lose that along the way, not just the franchise and the execs and the shareholders and all that, they clearly lose it. But the shareholders do. I mean, the execs and the people, they just want the money. Everybody just wants the money. I get it. Make toys, you get the money. But anyway, I think fans also forget that it should be delightful. That Star Wars at the end of the day should be a delight to watch, a treat to watch, an enjoyment. And I think Skeleton Crew could provide that. I could be wrong. I don't know. I was going to come on here and I was going to do a video about why I have faith in Skeleton Crew. I did one about Mando and Grogu, and before that I did one about Solo. I still maintain Solo is a good film. People disagree. Whatever. It's all subjective. But going into it, I had belief in that movie. I have belief in Mando and Grogu. I want to have belief in Skeleton Crew, but the lack of marketing that it's getting, it's kind of putting me in an uneasy spot to come out here and actually say that I have full faith in it. But based on the trailer, based on the people associated with it, I'm comfortable enough to go into it thinking this could be something special. This could be the sleeper hit that I just said it might be. This could be it. I'm not sure. That all remains to be seen. I hope I have another video in a few months and I'm like, Skeleton Crew is the best Star Wars we've had since X. That's what I'm hoping. But we won't know. We're not there yet. We're going to get there. And we don't know what we're going to say, but I'm fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Thanks everybody for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Could Skeleton Crew be the sleeper hit for Star Wars? And can it reignite the franchise and bring back the delightfulness that once was, or maybe still is there? I don't know. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And until next time, may the force of others be with you.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.